So, inch perfect trials. This is what I'm going to be doing next. So it's going around the course, hopefully without putting your foot down. And without riding into the river. Okay. He's making it look easy. I've not done any of this before.
Right, well it's easy. It's easy. You've just got to
So
remember.
put my hand through there, do I?
Yep, put your hand through there.
Oh,
and all that does, if you do leave the bike,
yeah, it cuts it out.
Yeah, it just cuts out. So just chuck your leg over it. Right. So they've got 3 modes on them.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'll do first, I'll just go through the modes. So you've got 125 mode.
Yeah.
250cc mode. 300 mode. Just for today, this bike is setting 50% reduction in power.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to use just blue.
Yeah.
Blue will be ample to get you around here.
Cool,
The
cool.
main thing you've got to remember with that is not to use that front brake.
Okay.
They're that responsive, you know, you've enough power with the back brake to stop you.
Right.
All right. The clutch, you don't really need it because you don't need to change your gear, you don't need to set off. It's just like a moped, it'll just rev and it'll go. But you can use it to slow the motor down, or you can use it to load up.
Okay.
So just for the first couple of laps, ignore the clutch.
Okay.
Right. The only thing you're going to worry about is the throttle and the rear brake.
Okay.
Now it's important.
Oh, that's quite small, isn't it?
Yep. It's important that you ride these stood up.
Yeah.
Beauty is being stood up is you're in control of that rear brake. If you sat down, you haven't got control.
There's nowhere
over
to
it.
sit, is there?
No, there's nowhere to sit. So the bike's now live.
Yeah.
If I twist that throttle, it'll go.
Okay.
If for any reason you stop, right, just take that off.
Okay.
Put that back on. What that does then, if you do twist the throttle, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Until you select your mode again.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you only want to be in blue. If you do accidentally go to red, press it again, and it'll go back to blue.
Okay.
So just for the purpose, turn right along the railings, nice and steady. Don't give it a fistful.
Don't worry, it'll be as steady as I can get it.
And then just along the railings and back round here again.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So just main thing is don't use that.
Yeah. Okay.
Your natural instinct
It
is to
is.
grab it.
It is. Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
brake and throttle.
Righto.
And I mean, it's tame. I've turned it right down. It's tame.
Okay.
That's it. That way,
Okay.
and then I'll talk you through sections.
get it round the corner. So should I be using the clutch at that point?
I would.
Yeah.
I do, because it's just a habit for me.
Yeah.
It's like I ride my petrol.
Yeah.
I can control the speed and I can control my accelerator.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep. So then down. Red on the right, blue on the left, straight up. Well then, not the front brake.
Sorry?
Just, that's it, I said you did well not to touch front brake.
Yeah. Getting slightly better.
Are you all signed on?
Too close, isn't it? I knew that was going to happen.
Now, Darwin said. one more.
Okie dokie.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult than what you imagine, but it's I think up there I was going too slow.
Yeah.
And then it's a case of, you know, sometimes I might be going too fast. So it's getting that.
It's all control.
Yeah.
It's all accelerator, clutch,
yeah,
and brake.
I wasn't using the clutch because when I was using it, it was like lurching.
That's it. And I mean, that comes with time.
Yeah.
Time on these.
Yeah, and it was so.
Yeah.
No.
Until you understand how responsive they are.
Yeah.
I tell people to stop away because the back brake alone will stop you with the speeds they're doing.
I don't know if using the one with the motor in might give you a dip because you're used to something with an engine.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
They'll do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
They are, both the trials, but I find this one much smoother.
Yeah.
Easier to manhandle.
Yeah.
And easier for this.
Yeah.
You know, that is. You know, the other same.
Yeah,
way.
you need to have sort of mastered.
You've got to concentrate a lot more on
and
that,
then go into
of what gear you're in.
Oh yeah, of course you have.
Clutch, back brake, so you've got all three things to do at the same time.
Yeah.
Where this you can just.
But I think in some respects, sometimes it's that because that changing gear and things comes more natural than just twist and go.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, no, great fun. Great fun.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Cheers. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So I look back at that and I think, blimey, I shouldn't be allowed out on a bike. But yeah, it was a it was a laugh, to be honest. Trials bikes are one of those things that obviously you need to practice on them, and that's something I'd never done before. So it was. I enjoyed the experience. Thank you to Inch Perfect Trials for providing this this small e-course at the ABR Festival. I have to say that if I started doing trials riding, it would be some time before I'm jumping logs and doing anything like that, obviously. However, also riding the electric bike, apart from it sounded like I was running around with a bee's nest accompanying me, it was different, very different. I'm sure there's plenty of power within the electric bikes, especially for those people that know what they're doing, and they this one was obviously reduced. It seemed to go okay, based on it being on 50% power anyway. You know, if it had if I was on 100% power on the 250cc equivalent, I'm sure it would be a lot more fun, etc., etc. However, I've got to admit to being a little bit maybe I didn't quite get the whole clutch thing. Now, if it was a petrol bike, they did have one there, but I opted to go for on the well, it was opted and suggested to go on the electric one first, or in this case only, so that you get a little taste, and it's probably the petrol one's probably a lot more powerful. And he was saying afterwards, you're trying to sort of change gear, brake, clutch, accelerate, in their own times. However, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that would feel more natural, and you're used to if you're going to go slow on your bike, you are sort of used to the clutch and sort of slipping the clutch a bit and have it under control. Whereas on that one, you pull the clutch in, it's sort of the power goes, and you might be then opening the throttle a bit, and then releasing it, and it sort of jerks forward. So a little bit off-putting, but that said, lots of fun. It certainly hasn't put me off maybe doing a bit of trials, lessons in the future. There's lots of things that obviously I'd like to do. So, and this would be one of them. At the end of the day, any additional expertise in any field has got to be better than not attempting it. So, no, I enjoyed it, and I managed to get round twice out of that lot without dabbing my foot or whatever. So I watched a fellow who made it, I said the guy earlier at the beginning of the video made it look pretty easy. He was on the petrol one, but there was a lot of people there that was doing exactly what I was doing, basically. The first time I went up on the route, I was basically going too slow. So you sort of like, you turn the throttle, and it effectively more or less stops. So you do end up putting your foot down, or I did, anyway. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, comment if you want, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can see my future journey continuing in motorbikes. Yeah, that's it. Stay safe, keep the wheels turning, enjoy the journey, and see you on the next one. See you later.